Following revenge against the Atlanta Falcons in the divisional, beating them 35-32, we are on to Carolina, the 10-7, 84 overall Carolina Panthers, led by young star, or should I say superstar quarterback Pat Burr. They also have retained the services of Christian McCaffrey. They have Chuba Hubbard and a very talented overall team. We checked this out at the end of the last episode. You didn't watch up to the end. You gotta watch up to the end every time. Still boggles my mind, the people that skip right into the gameplay. They're like, you know what? This is a gameplay channel. We are here for the game, and that's it. You are going to leave disappointed every time. However, we got some big focus points and XP to get here. Per usual down the stretch, we're going to go half pads and split, defend the short pass against the young quarterback, and then I pretty much always do run inside, but maybe we'll try. I definitely don't like faster pocket degradation. I don't know. I think we'll go run outside. I just don't really like the idea of our passing attack having to be one-dimensional, which is essentially what they want you to do. Oh, you pick throw it short. You better get the football out short, or else you're going to get sacked. And if you try throw it deep, well, you're not going to be able to throw it to the medium part of the field, which I feel like kind of defeats the purpose. Either way, no injuries on defense and no injuries on offense. Nice. So we are going in at full strength. Big playoff game. We are one win away from a Super Bowl appearance. Our first of the series. Panthers, Giants, let's go. And we will start with the football. It has been the trend of these playoffs. We've been receiving as opposed to kicking like we usually do. And Greg Sheldon, who's been fairly good as an undrafted rookie free agent with electric speed, gives us pretty good starting field position at the 32-yard line after a good return. And Cody Bailey, who continues to play better and better and better, will take the field first. Our starting quarterback has certainly gone through ups and downs, peaks and valleys in his first couple of seasons, but I think we can safely say, especially in the second half of this season in the playoffs, Cody Bailey has had a lot more peaks rather than valleys. He's played quite well, and it's often been other players that let the offense down. But Cody Bailey has been very good, I think, proving a lot of naysayers incorrect following his draft. Like, we took him. A lot of people didn't like him. A lot of people still didn't like him as he struggled as a rookie. But I really think he's earning respect as our true future franchise quarterback. Kadarius Toney takes that to about midfield. Let's go. Good start. We're going to look to run here. They are single high. We could try and take advantage of that. But we're going to use this Saquon Barkley big hole. And that is a really nice starting run for Saquon Barkley. A little bit of an outside run. So things are working with our game plan at the moment. The blocking shaped up really, really well. And maybe that's part of the reason we are unable to run the ball early, is maybe we try some outside runs. They're ineffective, and then we abandon the run. But now, we start off with a really nice gain, and we can run a little bit more. And depending on how blocking shapes up here, this counter could be incredibly effective. We're going to go straight up the middle, though. Just take what's there. Saquon Barkley first down. That was something he wasn't really able to do a lot in his rookie season in real life, and he's starting to do it a little bit more here as his season and career goes on. Just take what the defense gives you. You don't have to bounce everything to the outside. We're going to go deep down the field, and that sails out of the end zone incomplete. Pretty much amounts to a throwaway. You can do that on first down. No harm done. Larry Smith, I need some more speed. Not great from Larry. It's an okay play. Sets up third and a little bit more manageable. 3rd and 6. Really like Odell on the inside here if we can read the linebackers. And then Nick Duval is a nice option if Odell doesn't get open. And Odell's wide open. Bailey hits him in stride. Touchdown, Odell. Larry Smith has been the guy for us recently. 3 touchdowns in game 1 in the wild card. 3 touchdowns in the divisional. But we're finally looking another direction. It's Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown back with the Giants and a good start here to the conference championship. Odell has never played in a conference championship for the Giants, but finally has made it, of course, played in a conference championship for the Rams, but only made it to the divisional with the Giants in 2016. Second-year player, also in Cody Bailey's draft class. Quarterback Pat Burr did enjoy a fairly good second season. I think you could say Cody Bailey outplayed him. I mean, the numbers are certainly bigger, but Pat Burr had fewer turnovers, so it just kind of depends what you're looking for. It depends on the offense, but we can expect a lot of their offense will feature around Christian McCaffrey, although it's the former Heisman winner, Cecil McFadden of LSU, second or third round pick in his draft class a couple of years ago, ends up with the first down. But yeah, McCaffrey's going to be a big one here to watch out for, and you got to remember, we are dealing with some injuries, and some of our best players will not be playing, but it seems like it doesn't matter. Jeffrey Simmons, great play. TFL, Dontrell Cobb in to help, but McCaffrey loses a couple. But we do have to quickly talk about some of our injured players, and it really just stands out to be the one. Darnay Holmes out for 4 weeks with a dislocated knee. It's a big problem. It's a really, really big problem, and thankfully, the receiving core of these Panthers are not better. Otherwise, we could be in really tough shape. As Claiborne showing off the range. Brings down McCaffrey for a short gain, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Obvious passing situation. We'll see if we can contain the Panthers here. Burr from the shotgun. Will throw back across, and big hit by Gore. Absolutely gored. Incomplete, and Hecker will punt. Sheldon back to return. Had a good return on the kickoff. What about here on the punt? It's not so bad. Is a cross a good idea here for Duval? It could be. 2nd and 9 play action. Don't love it. Don't love it. And Cody Bailey's going to fumble the ball. It's recovered by Carolina. Oh my God, man. How long does it take to throw it away? Looking for anything to get open. Kind of freaked out because the pocket started to collapse a little bit there. Started to move. I didn't really like any of these options. I just felt like these 2 routes crossing the field were a little bit too covered. And then we started to just get a little bit worried about this pressure. And then I tried to throw it away here. But when I try to throw it away, sometimes I want to just throw in front of my closest receiver. But he, of course, tries to throw it all the way out of bounds. You can throw it away not out of bounds. As long as it gets past the line of scrimmage, or if it's in the direction of a receiver, it doesn't count as intentional grounding. But he tries to throw across his body, and it probably happened too late. And then he fumbled the ball. Something we really haven't seen lately, and we could really do without those. I mean, that's really annoying. I don't really know what else to say. I'm really annoyed by that. I thought that was a tackle for loss, but it's 2nd and 10. I did a pass commit here. Looks like it's going to be a pitch. We are not equipped to cover this. Although, McCaffrey wrapped up by McKinney, going to be 3rd and 5. I'm all about the pass commit. 3rd and 5. We'll see if the Panthers can convert. Staying over the middle. That's got to be a play. I mean, how dumb is my secondary, dude? I didn't switch on in time, but do your very best to get out of position. And that's my number 1 corner, Adoree Jackson. He's like, you know what would be better than stepping in front and making a play on the ball? What if I just played behind him? And this is what I constantly talk about with the wide receiver DB. I know this McCaffrey's not a receiver, but like a receiver on that play. But the receiver DB animations are so brain dead because the DB constantly tries to play the ball, and even same thing with the receiver at times. They play the ball like there's no DB there. Like, it's so annoying. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All right, 7-7. Let's just relax and focus on the next play. That's all we can do right now. That's open enough, Kadarius Toney. Can we make a miss? No, of course not. That is a nice gain, though. 1st and 10. Oh, Barkley's open. Lead him down the field. Barkley with a ton of space. Saquon is gone. The biggest play of his season, maybe even career in this franchise as a receiver. Saquon Barkley, massive receiving touchdown on a 9 route. Saquon Barkley as a wide receiver, farthest wide out he can be. and ends up just cooking his defender, making a nice play, nice grab, and, I mean, it was gone from there. A huge play from Saquon Barkley, and that's how you reestablish the lead. 14-7, let's get it. Fewer mistakes, we're going to win the game. We know it. We can already tell the way this game's going. We see the momentum. Just got to not make dumb mistakes. Oh, this really is a run. Dontrell Cobb, nice play, but really Thibodeau kind of disengaging from that block, stepping back and making a play. Good help. 2nd down and 7, nearly to the end of the first quarter. McCaffrey will get it again, and he's stonewalled by John Bost, another giant linebacker that's enjoyed a good season for us as a rookie. Dontrell Cobb last year, and Caleb Claiborne was pretty good this year, but Bost was, you know, I think especially impressive, especially considering his draft position. He was, what, middle or end of the 2nd round? There's a flag here. I need a hold. Wow, okay, is that illegal man downfield? Or illegal touching, I should say. Terrace Marshall stepped out of bounds. We'll definitely accept that penalty. So, I thought it might have been an RPO at first. But, no, just regular old play action, and Marshall just stepped out of bounds. You cannot be the first to touch the football after that, unless you were pushed out of bounds, and then you can reestablish in bounds and you would be eligible. But no, just stepped out of bounds on his own accord, and we catch a really big break. 1st and 10. Do we take a shot? Do we just throw to Duval here? I didn't really see anybody open. All right, little quick pitch. I don't think Barkley's going to have the speed. He does, though! Saquon. A quick pitch is terrible. We get 3 yards. It's the best play we've ever had running quick pitch. It's 3rd and 7. I want Duval on, I think, a post on that instead. Although that is the end of the first quarter. We'll reevaluate and maybe run smash. Then Duval's on a post. I think the way these safeties should play is hopefully read Beckham and Smith. I would love for this to have Duval or Beckham open. Kind of depends on what coverage we see, but Nick Duval wide open. Nice catch. Could have been a better throw from Cody Bailey, but let him up the field. We'll take that. 1st and 10. They bite on play action. Kadarius Toney open, but he stops moving. Why does he stop moving on that? Run to the sideline. You're wide open. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. I mean, what are we doing? Quick throw to Larry Smith. Stop stopping. Keep running the route. I mean, it's ridiculous. 3rd and 6. Who wants to make a play? Larry Smith. Oh, nice route. Perfectly placed with the zone defense. Good conversion for us. And we'll look to continue to keep this drive alive. They're going to rotate over. If this is a blitz, we just need time, and Nick Duval should be open. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a blitz. Duval open. Just catch it. Okay. Nice catch in traffic. Get Duval on a corner. See what that route looks like. We're going to throw it to him. He's got a size advantage, and he makes the catch in the corner. Nick Duval, touchdown. That is the mark of a Giants win. If Nick Duval scores, we're going to win the game. He is just a machine. Pretty good route to the outside there. Bailey, good throw under pressure. I mean, great throw under pressure, really. But an especially good catch by Nick Duval as well. 21-7. Our offense, other than the fumble that resulted in points for the Panthers, has looked fairly unstoppable to this point. They are getting some good pressure on us, but I think Bailey's doing a really good job of disregarding that pressure and making the accurate throw. I like our chances up to this point. Probably a run right on 2nd and 4. I would run commit middle, but it's just not worth the risk. Oh, Dontrell Cobb, look at the run fill. Fill the lane beautifully. McCaffrey nowhere to go. And our run defense is starting to look like we saw in earlier seasons. We had been exposed, I think, a lot in this season. But we are looking really good right now. And we need to make a play. Akil Edmonds cannot animate on the ball. And once again, it's the former Heisman-winning Cecil McFadden down the field for a gain. This time, huge gain. The other one we can deal with. Great ball from Burr. I mean, perfect pass. And as they say, There is no defense for the perfect pass. Fairly true, depending on the route. And that's just not good enough. Not good enough. Big hit by McKinney. I thought that ball was going to come out for a second. How about a little pressure? That'd be nice. Check down. Check down. That's got to be a pick. McKinney brick hands. And I guess it makes sense because in real life, fell off an ATV, big hand injury. And I guess it's showing up in game. Who says Madden isn't realistic? Clank. Dude, the drop picks is crazy. Drop picks is crazy. You better wrap up. There we go. Going to be 3rd and 6. All right. Do you guys trust me in man coverage? I don't know if I trust myself. But if it's not me, who can you trust? Perfect defense. They're throwing back, and it's incomplete. John Boston coverage. No good. Could have been an interception. Instead, the Panthers will settle for a field goal try. Going to be a 2-possession game here. If it is converted, still 11 points. Would have been a spot maybe you consider 4-down territory, but there is a lot of football left, so certainly understand going for the field goal there. It would have been something like 3rd and 6 run to set up a 4th and 2. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad decision. You know, obviously, score and situation matters a ton, and I guess score is part of the situation. But, okay, let's say you start with 2nd and 8. You're down to that area of the field. You might consider a run on 2nd and 8. It is a little bit long for a run usually. But if you know, hey, 4-down territory, we don't need all the yards back at once. You know, we can definitely consider a bunch of different things rather than, okay, we have to pass because we have to convert on 3rd down. All right, 1st and 10. Let's get creative. Beckham in motion. Little touch pass. Beckham, you got to be faster. And Odell's actually got pretty good speed. We'll duck out of bounds. Big gain there. Nice pass for Cody Bailey. One of the easiest ones he'll ever make as he lets go of it behind the line. And it's caught behind the line right in front of him. Little slant. There's Odell. I caught myself because it was kind of an obvious statement on the first one, but it wasn't what I meant. Obviously, he passes behind the line. Kind of what quarterbacks do. There's Saquon with a 1st down. A little swing pass to Barkley. We're just going to check down Jaden Rhodes. Go through him. The big body tight end showcases some of that power there. Really moving forward for a big game. Jaden Rhodes is usually good for about 2 to 3. That one goes for maybe 11. Kadarius Toney wide open. They're just not covering him. Toney, 2-minute warning inside the 20. 1st and 10. Who wants to get open? So tempted to go to Larry Smith there. And it might have been a touchdown. On 1st down, you can really afford to take that shot. What I don't want to do is turn over the football, so we held on to it. That really could have been a Larry Smith touchdown. We're going to go there. Okay. Cody Bailey trying to give a lucky fan the football. Unfortunately, misses him too. And now it's 3rd and 8. You wonder maybe we should have taken that shot to Larry Smith in the end zone on 1st down. We're going to give a jump ball opportunity. Nick Duval. Would have been a great catch. Couldn't come down with it. Larry Smith breaking across the middle of the field again. And for someone that has been such a spark plug for us in these playoffs, you'd think maybe we want to target him once or twice in the end zone. But we choose to go a different direction both times and only get 3 points from Wyatt Anthony as a result. Not the best. 14-point game. Could have considered 4-down territory there, obviously, but, you know, it was a little bit too deep. So we have the benefit because of this momentum. We know what route we're going to see from the primary receiver. We just don't really know the significance of that because I don't know what they're running with inside post. We're going to be able to carry this route, though, across the field, which is nice. But it doesn't really tell me a whole lot. And the fact that that isn't the primary receiver lit up in red, a little bit confusing, I would say. Burr with all day. And eventually we'll find a receiver. I mean, what is that? Gored by Gore about 70 yards down the field. How do you expect us to cover for that long? We got to get pressure on the quarterback. I mean, we're only going to rush 3 here. I'm sure they'll get the same amount of pressure. Might as well have another defender. Maybe we got a little bit too aggressive with Cobb. As pass is caught in front of him. Really would like to keep Carolina out of the end zone here. A touchdown, I think, really changes things. They get the football to start the second half. Any points here, wouldn't love. But a touchdown especially, we're really looking to avoid. Turnover would be critical at this moment. Burr gonna step up, big shot. Cobb was right there, but I think it was Azeez Ojulari who's gonna get the sack, at least half a sack, and Cobb will get the other half. 3rd down and 5, man coverage. Where is Christian McCaffrey, by the way? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Doesn't seem to matter. Completion to Terrace Marshall. Cobb was right there, couldn't do anything about it. Didn't see any injury for McCaffrey, so my only thought is that he's too tired, need to go down for a nap. He's got the Madden fatigue glitch. And they go to the backup, Spillman, who seems to be a beast. Touchdown, Panthers. Marcus Spillman. I want to say we considered drafting him. He just shook off one would-be tackler. I think that was Akil Edmonds, yep. And then Boss tried to go at his legs, but that knocked him right into the end zone. Although, you guys know the deal at this point if you watch this series. 11 seconds is plenty of time. We have 3 timeouts. Wyatt Anthony can pretty much hit from anywhere on the field. So, we are definitely not out of it yet. Do we go cross here? I'm going to put Nick Duval on a corner. And we'll see what this defense looks like. We're going to work off play action. Down the field. Oh, it's a beautiful ball to Beckham. Just go down. 3 seconds. Here's what we're going to do. A little bit ballsy. We're going to go QB sneak. 3 seconds. Just get a little bit closer. Because it could be the difference between a make and a miss. We have a timeout. We gain a yard. We call a timeout. Maybe even 2 yards on that. And we will try a field goal from 66. Wyatt Anthony. A little bit of wind. Can he drill it? Got the power. Got the accuracy. Anthony's kick is good. 10-point lead. 27-17 going into the locker room. What a finish to this half. You give us any time, and it's too much time. Because Wyatt Anthony, one of now the best kickers in NFL history, in only his 2nd season, is unbelievable. Second season? Yeah, 2nd season, right? I think so. As Tennessee crushes Kansas City. They're headed to the Super Bowl, and we'll see who meets them there. Panthers with the football first here to start this second half. Let's keep our foot on the gas pedal. Offense looking unstoppable. Defense, got to play a little bit better. And it's halftime, which means these are my underdog fantasy picks of the week. Decided to go with 5 here with insurance per usual. So yes, your bonus goes down, but you only need 4 to cash. Make sure to use code Bengal. I've been pretty good with my football picks this year. Not going to land every one, but I think every pick is made with a thought process. Obviously, it's not just picking random guys. It's guys who have proven that they can go over or under whatever their number is. And guys with generally good matchups for us, whether that's a bad matchup for them or not, you'll see. Got Trevor Lawrence higher than 245.5 yards. Playing the Texans, we've seen the Texans get run all over this year, which is why I'm taking Travis Etienne's over. But Lawrence individually is playing great football recently. I would even consider Travis Etienne total yards, but he's healthy. He's going to get probably about 20 touches. And against Houston, I think that means over 73.5. And Trevor Lawrence has just been playing great. They've been throwing the ball a decent bit. They've had a lot of plays on offense, and plays usually result in yards. I think this line is very achievable, especially playing in a dome at Houston. Jalen Waddle over 57.5. He's going to get targets. Teddy Bridgewater will be the starter. So I respect the line being a little bit lower. But Jalen Waddle is just incredible. I can see him getting 60 yards really easily. Make sure to use code BENGAL on Underdog Fantasy. You'll get a deposit match up to $100. You can play in a bunch of different states. Of course, play responsibly. And I'm betting against Deshaun Watson because I hate him. Lower than 216.5 passing yards. He also sucks. And he's playing a fairly good pass defense recently. So I like the matchup. If he goes over, whatever. But man, I don't think you can find a more fun player to root against. And then I'm finishing it out with Desmond Ridder, over 173.5 passing yards, playing not so great of a passing defense, and he just went over this number by a lot against Baltimore. I think it's pretty reasonable. So I will go over. Use code BENGAL on Underdog Fantasy. You can play in so many different states, and let's get back to the game. And as I mentioned, Panthers get the football to start this second half. We'll see if we see Christian McCaffrey. I don't think we will. I think we're very lucky with that glitch that Christian McCaffrey too tired. won't be able to play. And it is Spillman. We love to see it. This gives us our best chance to win easily. I mean, he's good. He's not Christian McCaffrey good. 2nd and 8. This is very interesting. They just went bunch right. A little delay, and that's going to be barely completed. Now it's 3rd down and 6. Come on. We pass committed. Should get a little bit of a better pass rush going on here. And no one was in the flat. We're going to mark him short, 4th and inches, and the CPU is going to punt. Okay. I don't know that he was short. He must have stepped out of bounds or had his hand out of bounds or something. Either way, we're going to be happy about it. So let's see. Sheldon, oh, great speed. Not going to get caught from behind. Good return from Greg Sheldon. We don't need anything crazy. Just a good, solid return. A yard or 2 for Barkley, and we have full momentum. Which I guess doesn't really matter a ton for us. We get stopped. Or should I say doesn't matter a ton for us on offense. 2nd and 9. I'd like Barkley here on this outside route. We're going to hit him. Good throw. Barkley tried to juke. It didn't register. Barkley very active as a receiver in this game. We're going to step up. It doesn't work. Why do we continue to do that? I just don't get how they're able to make plays. The middle of the field is wide open, and we just cannot take advantage of it. We can never step up through the pocket. It's incredibly annoying. They're leaving that open all game. Kadarius Toney is eating in the intermediate area of the field. Cody Bailey goes over 300 yards, has 3 touchdowns in this game. Looking for his 4th here in the 2nd half. And we'll look for Kadarius Toney again, and we're going to get sacked. Didn't see anything open. I was looking too much in the short area. Didn't work down the field. 2nd and 13. There's Jaden Rhodes. That terrible animation that happens every time. I never expect it. I always forget. All right, how open is Nick Duval going to be here? Hopefully very. There it is. There it is. Bailey misses it. I didn't think Barkley was going to run so close to that post on his little Texas route out of the backfield, but he does. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Wyatt Anthony can pretty much drill from any range and drills that one. 30-17. A better throw from Bailey, and it's obviously a big play, but he misses one. Hasn't missed a ton in this game. That's a miss. All right, we know the route. We know the route. We can be ready for it. Oh, that's a good throw. DJ Moore really hasn't been used too much in this game. I feel like Pat Burr's got a pretty good line throwing the football. Not many incompletions. Nearing 200 yards in the 3rd quarter. I only have 17 points isn't only. I guess our offense has just been great, while theirs has been less than great. 2nd and 6. They're going to go ahead and change things here. We can afford to pass commit because they're going to go 5 wide, bunch left, and that's going to be open in the flat. Is that a 1st down? Yeah, it is. All right, let's try a blitz. We need to mix something up here. They're just moving the football on us. I wanted to do a pass commit. We didn't get it off in time. And they're just doing the right things right now. Checking down, taking what's there. Okay, they have an offensive lineman lined up at fullback. Is that Brady Christensen? Can't tell. We got to make that tackle. Okay, we got there. Anytime they go empty, I go pass commit. It's a revolutionary move that I have discovered. I'm sure everyone knew about it, but I didn't really know how effective it can be. You look how much better the pass rush is. I know we rushed 3. I mean, oh, and we can't make the tackle. And McFadden touchdown. Okay. Cool. Great. I mean, a clinic on how to play defense there. Panthers within 6, pending the extra point, of course. Panthers within 6. Get some blocks. Oh, there we go. There's Barkley, one-on-one. Oh, we got to get past him. Probably should have trucked there. There's Saquon. There we go. He's a menace right now, and there's another injury. Nick Duval already injured. Chris Lindstrom injured now. Duval's wasn't serious, so I didn't mention it. He's just going to miss a drive, maybe. But Lindstrom would be a really, really bad miss for obvious reasons. But we're just going to keep rocking with Saquon. Elbow sprain. We'll go with Zudu for a moment. Our offense has been cooking. I really don't think we have to worry about it too much. I mean, we're only up by 6, but their defense has just not been able to hang, plain and simple. And there's Saquon Barkley again. These outside runs are destroying Carolina. And we are officially to the fourth quarter. We are leading them in a bunch of major categories, including the score. There's a lot of time left. I'd love a touchdown on this drive. Don't necessarily need one, but it would be nice. Would be nice. Barkley up the middle. That's all we need. I mean, if we can get 5-6 yards every time we run the football, we're not going to pass for the rest of the game. Maybe, like, mix in a play action, but there's no reason to do anything else if they cannot stop Saquon Barkley. One of their best plays so far. I would call this 4-down territory, though. 3rd and 2. Although, a field goal makes it a 9-point game, 2 possession. Maybe it's not 4-down territory. If we were a little bit closer, maybe. But it's not going to matter. Saquon got it. Here we go. More Barkley. That block's, it's not good. It's good enough, though. But I want to emphasize, it was not good. And we're going to get back to somewhere where we can run the ball. Let's go under center. Let's run towards the strength of our team. They're not great blockers over on that right side, but we do have the numbers advantage. Never bounce it out. 3rd and 6. Now is where we might consider running, or excuse me, passing the football. Could go 4-down territory. 6-man box. Not exactly an advantageous spot for us to run. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Check down. It's a good throw. It's a good throw under pressure from Cody Bailey. All right, doesn't only have to be Saquon. There's Larry Smith. Oh, tried to juke. Didn't get it. 3rd and 4. This is what I'm talking about. 4-down territory. I think we would go for it if we didn't get it. And we need to be a little bit closer. 4th and 3. CPU agrees. Do I agree? We have 3 timeouts. A field goal makes it a 2-possession game. And that's why I'm going to opt to go for the field goal in this instance. If there was like maybe a minute and a half to go, I think the field goal is just the right decision here. 2-possession game. I don't know how we can argue with that. Unless my math is super wrong, which it usually is, but isn't this time. We had to. We just got to continue to keep them in front of us. Just over 3 minutes to go. I mean, they're moving the football, but they're not doing it especially quickly. Keeping them in bounds is going to win us this game. They need 2 touchdowns, right? Essentially, because I think if we get the football back, we're going to score. They don't, like, if they get an onside kick, things would change. But they pretty much need 2 touchdowns, and that's going to sting. Azeez Ojulari, 2nd sack of the game. It's pretty much only been Azeez in this playoff run, and they're going to really need to get a playoff here before this 2-minute warning. 4th and 12. The clock would have stopped anyway. Quarterback with all day. Going down the field. McKinney breaks it up. Incomplete. We're going to take over. Carolina down to using their final timeouts here. Only 1 remaining. 3rd and 1. 1st down effectively ends it. Of course, going to keep it on the ground. Barkley is stopped, but gets the 1st down. That should do it. We should be moving on to our first Super Bowl of the series. And that was the final kneel down. 33-24 is your final. Our offense played really, really well today. I just think we played a good football game in general. You know, could have been better on defense, for sure. But we were pretty much perfect on offense. It's hard to picture it going better for us on that side of the ball. I mean, both quarterbacks hit 80% of their throws. That might be the highest of Cody Bailey's career. 24-30, 318, 3 touchdowns. Pat Burr, eerily similar stat line. Just fewer completions and fewer attempts. Ends up with a higher QB rating. And the loss, rushing Saquon Barkley, 22 carries for 100 yards. Really good performance overall by him. And, I mean, McCaffrey didn't really do too well for him. But he exited the game pretty early, and we didn't have to worry about him. Their fullback ended up playing a lot of running back for them, was their leading receiver. And we just were really good all around. I mean, Saquon had 80 yards through the air to go along with his 100 on the ground. Had a touchdown. Odell with a touchdown. Touchdown for Nick Duval. Larry Smith, kind of a quiet game by his standards lately. Tony, 4 for 67. Just, I mean, look at all these receivers catching the football. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different receivers caught a pass, including 4 with 4 more. And Nick Duval, usually the recipient of many, wasn't even a big part of that. Glenn Gore, it's funny, had the most solo tackles tied with Cobb, but didn't have any assisted, where Dontrell Cobb had 8 assisted tackles. Cobb with 3 for loss, though, incredible. 2 for Azeez Ojulari, including those 2 sacks, of course. The 2 sacks were the 2 tackles for loss. No picks, no forced fumbles, and pass deflection for Ojulari. 2 for McKinney, a.k.a. dropped pick. John Bosch should have been credited with 1, but they decided not to give it to him. Wyatt Anthony, I mean, we can't really upgrade power, so it's got to be accuracy, right? It's funny that he's only an 81 overall up to this point, plus 2 kick accuracy. Because how do you get better? He's got 99 kick power, playing up to 91 kick accuracy. It's just awareness, which, does that even do anything? He's the best in the game. I mean, plain and simple. We won't have any Pro Bowl roster players as we are in the Super Bowl finally. Is this season 4, season 5? We've made it. Great to see it. These are the rosters. None that I've noticed have been particularly surprising, besides maybe like a rookie Lowry, who I don't know, of course, because he doesn't exist to my knowledge. Lonnie McDowell, remember him from USC. Gervonta Matthews, we really wanted to draft, ended up not being in position to get him because of the stupid draft glitch where it just reset you and cancel everything. So we really couldn't mess around with that too much. But we have made it to the Super Bowl. Pat Burr was your top offensive player, I guess. Better than Cody Bailey somehow. Ojulari, 2 sacks. They're hating, man. We found our franchise quarterback. I think that much to me at this juncture is clear. We are playing in the Super Bowl for a reason, and we'll be facing the Tennessee Titans and Derrick Henry. They are an 82 overall. We are an 87 overall. We deserve it. Odell with an upgrade. He stays at star development. His route running, just not all that good for some reason, even though he's a pretty good route runner in real life. We'll upgrade deep threat, +2 deep and +2 medium route running. Acceleration and catching also go up by 1. Not bad. Starts to look a little bit better. His route running is just so bad for someone that is a good route runner in real life. Surprising to me. Really, really surprising. But that's going to do it for this video. Stoked for the Super Bowl. We snuck in at 9-8. Reminiscent of some of those Giants teams that won the wild card and ended up making it all the way to the Super Bowl 2007, 2011. So we're looking to do it for a 3rd time here. Would be unparalleled and never before seen. So should be fun. Hopefully we can get it done for you guys. 2024, not year 5. So this is year 3? Is it? Yeah, it should be. All right. Super Bowl up next time. See you guys in the next one. Take it easy.